Hey, what is going on, everybody? It's Poodle back, and today I'm going to be showing you what is the cheapest and I believe the best training method in Madden 19 at the moment. So, personally, I believe that the best training method has been it varies a lot in the last few weeks because of every time a promo comes out, the best training option changes. It almost happens every time, to be completely honest. So, the training option that I preferred a few days ago was Team of the Year players. They are no longer the best training option. So let me show you what I believe is the best training option right now. Okay, so the best training option at the moment would probably be this Jerry Rice or this Michael Strahan or let's say this DeMarcus Lawrence, because they go for Jerry Rice is 319. So you divide that by, he goes for 13,000 training, you divide that, you get like 26.9 coins per training. Now, the other best option that was last week for me was the 96 overalls, but they convert for 27 trainings per coin. 27 coins per training. So while it's very close and it's almost the same thing, the difference is that last week what was really good was I see this Darius Leonard. I bought that for like 415k. So now 415k for 18,000 training, that blows away the other one by a lot. And then same thing. So I got like all these players were so cheap. All the Team of the Year players were so cheap. So those players were by far the best training method. So if you want to find the best way to get training, you wait for, like I said in my other videos, it's the same constant. If you want to become rich in Madden and make coins in Madden and make training in Madden, you play the promos. Because every time new cards drop in but not just like a new card, like I said, this Jerome Bettis came out, he was still like 600k. You need to have the new new players. Because those promo players get pulled in abundance, and they go up all over the block. And the market gets flooded with the same players. And when they get flooded with the same players and everyone's quick selling, they're just not quick selling, but everyone's rapidly selling off. They want their coins now. People are impatient. So you prey on the impatience of other people. That's what I do. Now, at the moment, I'm kind of broke, in my opinion, but that I will use this in the next series, which will be Super Bowl, I guess, or Series 5 when it comes out, or the Easter promo. Whenever all this stuff comes out, I will make my coins back. So that's why I'm not spending it. I needed to spend money on the next promo. I need to save it to get cheap training and cheap stuff, and then I can resell it. So I'm just going to have to lock up that 600k and not use it. Now, for people with less money, let me show you some other training options. Okay, so just like I thought, upon looking at other stuff, the cheaper stuff really is never the move. The best stuff's always the expensive ones because those are the highest ones, the highest amount of training points you can get, and they're a lot lower than they should be right now because of the abundance of new overall players that high that we're getting. So like I believe these aren't that good. Really, there's not many other profits that you can make at training besides the high cards. There's probably a few lower, like let's say an 85 overall, that if you bought this one, not even that, but like an 88 overall, that if you bought it like 20 times, you get the same amount. But like, if you really want to buy it 20 times, so like what's this 90? I believe that's like, I forgot how much training that is, 2,000 maybe. But 2,000 training at 76k, you times that by 5, and then you times 2,000. It's only 10,000, so that's not even a good one. Like none of these are good. These aren't good options either. You could do it if you need a little bit, but like. It's just inefficient in my opinion. The best option will always be these 95s. Now, which 95 specifically? I mean, I used to do Donovan McNabb, but it appears like that's not the best one anymore. The best one looks to be okay. Now the Gauntlet guys were the best ones, but now it looks like let's see the Marcus Lawrence. Let's see if we can find just specifically look up him. So if you specifically look up him, 317, that's really good actually. But I even wouldn't buy that. Like I said, if you need it now, buy this. But if you can wait, you wait for the new promo. Let me just show you guys a little bit of what you could use this training on for some people who aren't. So I know a lot of people, even some of my friends, weren't really sure how to use training. So let me take you over to my team and give you a little look at it. So let's say you quick sold that guy for 317k for 13,000 training. Let me show you what that would get you. So 13,000 training, let's use Todd Gurley, would get you only 13 people with sprinters. So sprinter costs you 1,000 each. That would only get you 13 people with sprinter on with that. So that would cost you 300, for example, would cost you 317,000 coins to get one tier of sprinter. That sounds pretty crazy. That's why I do it in intervals. Like if I'm just feeling it one day, I got 1,000 sitting there, I just throw it on someone so I don't feel it. But imagine spending almost like 500,000 coins to just barely get tier 2 of sprinter. That's a lot just to get a 1 speed boost. If you have the coins, do it, but like, and this one's 2,500. This is what I put on a few people because you start running out of people to put it on, so you need the ×2 on some people. Now that's 2,500. That's literally like 150k for 2. And then let me show you some chems. I'll use Vic for this example, but he's got 2. So you go over for the chem. So Gunslinger, I believe, was like 900. 900, that's about like 80K maybe. So no, a little less, like 50, 60K. So 60K just for one Gunslinger. And personally, I think Gunslinger's ass. So I might even taking it off. And then Conductor, I don't know what Conductor was. Oh, it was 900. So Conductor's a good one. I love Conductor, but that was also another 50. So it's like 100K there. And the Sprinter was the Sprinter was like another 150. So that's like 250. That was like, that's a few K. But think about that. That's 250,000 just for tiers. And then you tossed on top of this card that costs like another million coins altogether. That's some 1.25 million just for this card. Like, training points really add up. Like, it doesn't feel like it because it's another type of currency, which EA was slick about. They gave another type of currency, so you'd spend a lot into it because you wouldn't feel like it was your coins. Like if this Michael Vick said, click A to spend 250K to put on Gunslinger, Sprinter times 2, and go deep, you wouldn't do it. But it says it conveniently in different ways. Spend your training here, spend training here, make him into a training card, and then spend training here, and then upgrade training here, and then times 2. Like, it's just so convenient for how they did it. I like it, but that's because, again, I'm fooled by it. So if I wasn't fooled by it, I probably wouldn't like it. If it said 250K, I wouldn't do it. And then Yonda, this training card cost me another, like, just think about how much training costs, like how much training you're going to need to do all this, like, especially now. Like, this Marshall Yonda cost me, his diamond card was like 200K, and then his elite card was like 50K, and then the training, it costs like another 150K, so it was like 400 something K almost, just to get him up 1+1s. But I want to get my overall up, so I have to do it. This Ogden cost me like 600K, and then 200K, that's 800K, plus the training, that's almost a million coins. And then his chems, it was like a 1.2 million coins just for a left tackle. He cost me a few 100K. This Tyreek Hill wasn't too bad. I've been getting his cards all year, but still, it's a lot if I didn't pull them the way I did. Now, this Randy Moss again, I passed him, which isn't bad. So the one efficient thing about training points is that you could pass them with training points, but it's also counterproductive because just getting up to that point to do it, you need his other card, and then like everything I did, it probably would have cost the same amount, except that instead of buying the card, I got this training version. So I will give you that. The good thing they did with training points was the ability, I guess, to pick your chems is cool because last year you couldn't pick them. But mainly the cool part is that you finally get to have players you want. Because like, if I saw, let's say, I've had money now, but like let's say last year's Madden, I saw Randy Moss of 1.5 million coins, I wouldn't even touch it. Anything above 800K, I wouldn't touch it. But now you get the option for 400K. It's not so bad anymore. And then when you sell it all off and you get your training back, you get about 200K back. So it's not horrible. It's not too bad of a way. So I do give you props for that one. This Ray Lewis, again, training points. To get him to a 90, it costs like, I don't know, like what, 6,000, 7,000 training points. It cost a lot, actually. It cost a decent amount. Maybe a little less, maybe 5,000. So that wasn't too bad. But at the time, 5,000 training points was a few 100K. It was like 250K. Now it's nothing in comparison. But no, it was like 300K at the point. So at the time that most people did it. So that cost a lot. And then after that, I give them props because everything else is just get the collectible from the promo. It's very simple. Very easy. And then this Khalil Mack, again, costs a lot of coins. I use my power pass on him, but like again, I have to waste the power pass of 300K of a player just to get a player up one stat. Like it just doesn't really make sense. That is the best and cheapest way to get training points and how to apply them and how they're relevant to Madden and my feelings on them. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you're enjoying my content. If you are, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. I'm out. See you guys later.